Dude, two big revelations. Guy who's 3 episodes into The Sopranos. Two big revelations 3 episodes into The Sopranos. First one, I finally understand why Sips found it so funny that time. He said, woke up this morning, got myself a beer. I just remember him just repeating that for like 40 minutes straight and laughing nearly uncontrollably. Got some gabagool. Yeah, man. That's the one. And then also, I finally understand why every time I say Kundun, half of chat types, I liked it. Hey, Marty! Kundun! I liked it! I get it now, man. I get it. What a show, though. What a show. The Discord is not enjoying that I'm watching The Sopranos, though. Because I every time Apollo said something that mildly pissed me off, for the last 3 months, I said, whatever, dude, I'm tariffing you. Now I just keep saying shit like, okay, buddy, you broke Omerta. And he says, what's that? And I say, I've been watching The Sopranos and you broke Omerta. And then they start talking about like some other shit that they actually care about. And I reply and I say, you broke the code of La Cosa Nostra. They're not vibing with it at all, man. I'm saying shit like, just when I thought it was out, they pulled me back in. I'm saying shit like that. I've been watching the rehearsal on the treadmill. Incredible show. Waiting for episode 3. Nathan Fielder is legitimately the GOAT. I've been mulling it over in my head. Some of the stuff that he just, it seems like it comes off the cuff because it's delivered so casually in the show. But the lines hit like crazy, man. When he said, I've never been a big believer in sincerity. It just punishes the people that aren't as good at performing it. I was like, damn, that's fucking, there's a lot to that line, man. There's like the ironic level of it as a joke. There's the wordplay of it. But then there's also like, there's a depth to it, man. Paramount Plus stuff was incredible, man. When he's in the huge fucking, the Inglorious Bastards room with the Paramount banners covering the windows, and then the guy acting like Hans Landa comes in, talking about like, manners are what separates us from the animals. Don't you agree? It's incredible. It's unbelievable. You're sheltering your cock under the sheets, aren't you? Dude, I didn't know he worked on Canadian Idol too. He probably knows Ryan Malcolm. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-doo. Rockin' Robin all night long. Rockin' while I sing new song of Rockin' Robin. Know what I'm talking about? Man, MeatLoafingCat, that's crazy, man. You think your aversion to watching TV shows such as Severance or Attack on Titan has something to do with your lack of cable television growing up? I read a study that found that children who grew up without television or movies are less inclined to watch TV shows but not movies. Would love your input on this to clear it up. If that's bait, it's so beautifully crafted. Shows such as Severance and Attack on Titan. We had cable. It didn't kick in until I was like, maybe like 11, something like that. You stole cable? No, my grandpa stole satellite. To be fair, he paid for the satellite, but he paid the person that was stealing the signal. It's not like he was getting free TV. He just wasn't paying the people that were providing the television. How? I don't know the intricacies of it. All I know is that he kept referring to it as gray market, which is how like, which is illegal, but like they're not going to get you for it, I think is basically what gray market means. Yeah, it's like illegal, but like speeding is gray market, right? Like it's against the law, but like you can get pulled over for it, but unless you're like really flagrant about it, it's probably not going to happen. Don't crungo me. I'm like, listen, I hate cars almost as much as the next guy, as long as the next guy is a real person and not someone in Twitch chat, but everybody speeds. You should be looking to me as a hero. I do 10 over on the highway. And in BC, the highway speed limit is 90. At least the highways in Vancouver. So I'm doing 100, maybe 105, okay? I can't have both the non-drivers and the drivers pissed off at me. In residential areas, even if the speed limit is 50, I'm doing like 30. And I don't care if there are 7 white BMW SUVs behind me honking their horn. Cars parked on both sides, kids playing, tight streets, things can jump out of you in 2 seconds. I drive to my level of comfort. So I might do 30, I might do 25, it depends. You know, I don't want to have anybody splayed over the hood of my fucking car like Livia Soprano in episode 3. You know what I'm talking about? She should not have been driving, man. Also, what the fuck is her problem, man? Tony's he's got a lot of shit on the go, man. Could you just, like, make his life a little bit easier? He's literally trying to put you in a nice retirement community, and you're talking about how he should stab you in the heart with the knife that she took out of the Taylor ham. She legit needs to chill, dude. Is she worse than Skylar White? Yeah, man, because she's also, like, Skylar White didn't do much wrong. She was just, like, she wasn't loving that Walt became, like, a level 99 mob boss. Livia Soprano, she was married to, like, John Gotti. She literally suggested to kill Jesse. That makes her the least evil character in the show. Well, you know what? You know who's actually the least evil character in the show? I think the 2 dudes, no, the dude and the lady who made the chemical company, where they tried to pay out Walt, but he was like, no, I'm too proud to be rich. And then later he, like, kidnapped them at gunpoint or whatever. And you're like, come on, man. The guy with the big ears? Yeah, the guy with the big ears. They forced him out? Well, he's a drug dealer, Karen. Gale was pretty chill. He was literally cooking methamphetamine. Mike Ehrmantraut is not chill. His body count is, like, I don't even know. It's probably in the high double digits, I'd have to guess. Flynn? I just don't like him. Just don't care for him, honestly. And Steele, yes. Flynn and Steele. That was him with that, like, PayPal scam. I guess he wasn't really at fault for that one. Anyway, I need your help, man. My friends don't think your pants is a top 5 backup pooping location. So far, my attempts to present a valid argument have fallen flat. We need a backup pooping location tier list. Well, the thing is, I agree with you. I think the pants are underbought. I would rather poop my pants in public than pop a squat anywhere anyone could see. Because at least you have, like, a bubble shield if you poop your pants. You have, like, a minute. You might have a minute to get, like, you have iframes to get yourself to a location to deal with it. But if you pull down your pants and just let it go, like, I mean, you're one-tapped. Let's put it that way. I find that the backup poop location also, it becomes, like, a lot of semantics. Because people will just give you, like, 25 different variations on outside. They'll say something like, the forest, a hole, behind a tree. Like, those are all one location, bro. Also, like, what if you're not camping? You're camping for, like, 0.25% of your life at most. Most of the time, you're, like, in your car or at your office or something, or, like, you know, buying a sandwich at a store. Like, that's not, hey, 1 second, I'm just going to go to the forest really quick. Like, what are you talking about? We're talking about real life, like, likely situations. Both of those have bathrooms, though. Yeah, but what if it's locked? What if it's customers only? Anyway, Deborah's desk. Now we're talking. It's a post-apocalyptic world type thing. This is like a Ready Player One type thing. This vice president became U.S. president in 1923 after Warren G. Harding passed away while in office. 1923. So this is like, you got Woodrow Wilson, and then Warren G. Harding's involved. Is it just Taft? Could you be? No, it's not Taft. Calvin Coolidge. I should have known. That's Aaron Eckhart and Zach Braff. That one's easy. I appreciate that. This sandwich chain packages and sells its own branded potato chips, including an alternate version known as Thinny Chips. Thinny Chips from Thinny John's. We take those. With the same name as the 1995 movie, Clueless. The daughter of a famous filmmaker, Bryce Dallas Howard. Now we're talking. Now you're not breaking omerta on me. Fast cars, shooting stars, that's all of the lights, all of the lights. Godzilla, King Kong, Loch Ness, Dracula, a monster with no conscience. That's monster? Yeah, I know. It's funny, though. He just keeps saying monsters. Also, someone, I think they were on Toasty. Because Toasty made that, like, that Hitman video. And then there was, like, someone in the Discord watched it and said, Kanye mention halfway through. Buddy, we didn't know, man. We didn't know. In 2016, we didn't know. How could we possibly predict it? If someone someone came into my chat in 2016 and was like, I'm from the future. Kanye West is going to turn into a Nazi in 9 years. I would be like, that doesn't make any sense. Now, in 2025, you're like, that's believable. But in 2017, 2016, we didn't know what the hell was going on. That sounded far-fetched, man. Yeah, he went DEFCON 5 in 2021. I mean, he was at like DEFCON 7 because they go down. But you're like, you know, he's more likely to go DEFCON 7 to no DEFCON than he is to go to DEFCON 2. At least that's the way I was thinking back then. I like to believe in the goodness of people, but I was still thinking of like, you know, that tweet where he's like, don't you hate when you bring your own water bottle onto a flight, then you finish your water, and for the rest of the flight, you got to babysit the water bottle? I think about that every time we buy something at the airport before we get on the plane. I'm like, I don't want to have to carry this shit on the airplane the whole fucking time. I literally think of that tweet every time I'm in the Hudson News getting ready to get on the airplane. Just ask a stewardess. Bro, don't call them stewardesses. Show some respect. They're basically like a waiter that also is legally required to lay down their life for you in the event of an air disaster. Now things are interesting. Like standing, seating, upper. Said there's like seating arrangements or like ticket locations at a concert. Chairs. Mildew. Guys, I think the Mentat might be back. A heel and a face are type of wrestlers. Maybe a gimmick is as well. I don't know. A heel is also a part of your foot. Oh, it's also part of a shoe. Like a sole and what I'm going to assume is a face. The face of a shoe. Oh. Heel is also a command you could give to a dog or a willing person. Gimmick. A standing is also someone's image, which is also how you regard them. Which is that you can lose standing, lose regard, lose image, or lose face. Okay. Your reputation. That makes perfect sense. Dynasty is a TV show. Things that have nasty in them. Gross? Nasty? Hang on. Gross, nasty. These are parts of a shoe, man. The upper shoe. Parts of a shoe, upper. Okay, mildew and gross, gimmick, dynasty. Endings with synonyms for yuck. Ew, I was thinking about do, not ew. Oh. I mean, we still got it. And then ick. Oh. It was one letter off twice, man. Ack. That's true. I'm more of an ack guy. When it's Monday and I haven't had my coffee, God, don't even get me started. You're going to get me going on the when Redditors see the thread that is like, name an addiction that's societally acceptable. Have you ever talked to my boss before he's had his coffee? I would rather that he was on fentanyl. They might actually believe that. You know, I think this was rage bait. I think the bots are getting smarter. But there was a thread on Reddit today that was, you're at the casino and your friend gives you $200 to gamble. You win $262,000. How much do you give your friend? I will say the modal comment, the most common top level comment was half. And some people even said half plus $200 just to make it like perfectly even. And I thought that was very fair. The top comment was 20 grand. And I was almost crashing out. What do you mean you're not giving him half? He gave you all the money for the bet, man. I'd say like 50. What do you mean? You didn't do anything. You're acting like you turned $200 into $262,000. He turned $200 into 262,000 with the help of the casino. You just happened to put it on the table, man. You're literally look at all it took to sunder your friendship, man, and not give him half. The random number generator picked your number, and you're like, well, without me, he wouldn't have had the money, dude. He wouldn't have had the money. You didn't do anything. A gift is a gift? You guys are crazy. Well, just so you know, I'd never stake you. Anyone who replied 131,000, I'll stake you. Because you're staking for the purpose of keeping the fun at the casino going. I'm not a gambler, but I think that's the unspoken thing is like, sure, man, you bust it out. Here's $200, like stretch it out so we can have a couple extra hours here. I don't necessarily think you're a bad person if you give them 20 grand. But I do think you're a worse person than I am, for sure. You could be more of an asshole. You could be like, here's your $200 back, and then try to walk away with the 259, 800. But like, I feel like if I were the friend that gave you the $200, I would almost resent that there was a conversation. I would be like, we're obviously splitting it, right? It's not virtue signaling. I'm telling you, you could hook me up to a polygraph test. A, I don't gamble, but B, if Mouth was like, here's $200, I'll do you one better, man. If a stranger said, hey, here's $200 so you can keep gambling, and then I hit a jackpot, I would search through the casino to find the stranger and say, the universe has rewarded your generosity. It's both of our lucky days, brother. Here's 131. I would. I swear to you. It's the right thing to do. You have to have a clear conscience. That's what you have to do. You don't know me. I e-transferred that Palestinian bakery $18 for the baklava after I went through my credit card statement and saw that for some reason the order that I made at the farmer's market got canceled. You don't know me like that, okay? I could have walked away. There's no security cameras at the farmer's market. It's against their fucking ethos or whatever to turn that place into a police state. I could have twisted that to my advantage. Instead, I said, I'm not going to violate their kindness and the trust that they have in their fellow man. What if a viewer turned the $5 into 260? I would not expect anything because once the $5 leaves my hand, there's no conditions attached to it. We're not in a casino. If we were in a casino and a viewer took $5 and then turned it into, I don't know, what's 262,000 divided by 40? You do the math. I wouldn't expect anything. I would think it'd be nice if they came over and were like, hey, here's a couple grand. But why would why are you seeking sympathy just for being fair? No, I'm trying to shame the people who said they'd only give $20. Because I think it's crazy to me that in a hypothetical situation, you're still being cheap. Because that, to me, my prejudice is that in a real situation, you'd probably be even cheaper. Because it's easy to be generous in the abstract, but when the rubber meets the road and you actually got to cut the check, it's kind of like a different story. So if you're saying you're giving them 20, I bet you're trying to nickel them down to like 5. I could be wrong. Maybe you're the last honest man. So you're not answering honestly? No, I'd give him the 130. That's why I said you could hook me. Nobody else said you could hook me up to a polygraph test. I don't know if they work anyway. You could hook me up to a polygraph. I swear to you. I don't even think my heart rate would rise 1 beat per minute. I would give them half, full stop. Full stop. The only reason, to be honest with you, if Mouth gave me $200 to gamble and I won 262,000 and then I gave him half, I think he would be like, what do you mean half? You wouldn't have even been able to make the bet if it wasn't for the $200. So that's the only thing that's giving me a little bit of pause, but I think that might be like a Mouth specific example. I think that most other people would probably be like, that seems equitable and I appreciate that. Let's go bowling, cousin. But he is, a straw man Mouth is hella out of line for that. He shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I would give him half. I would give him all of it if it's an unskilled bet like roulette, half if it's a skilled bet like sports. Buddy, you got to have some self-respect. First off, there's no such thing as skill betting in sports unless you're James Holzhauer. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're going to give it all? All? So you just took the $200 just for the love of the slot machine or something. That's crazy to me. Why you're gambling like pro bono, man? That's insane. Like you wouldn't even keep the 200. You would give it all up. That's madness to me. I would feel uncomfortable taking it, to be honest with you. Either way, I'm breaking them off 400. It's not even real money, and you're being so offensively cheap. I don't know. I just can't put myself in your shoes. Well, West Elm Caleb, you've been on a come up too. Your aura has been damaged a little bit. Breaking them off is such a great term when it's the guy's money in the first place. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. 2 times 19 count organic flour tortillas. You know what it looks like? It looks like some Balatro stuff. It's like, are there 2 or are there 19? I haven't weighed in on 1 man versus 1 gorilla, but I did weigh in on, 100 men versus 1 gorilla. I did weigh in yesterday on 200 men versus a polar bear. 200 men beat a polar bear. The reasoning that the reasoning I used, and there's no easy way to say this. The first few dudes are probably gonna die, or at least be really badly maimed, like perhaps mortally, especially if it takes place on the polar bear's home turf, like in the tundra. I think you need a few guys, like maybe 10 guys in front of the polar bear. And they're basically like Penn and Teller style misdirection. Like they're dressed up as if they're seals or something. Not Navy SEALs, but like, seals that the polar bear would eat. And then as soon as the polar bear rushes the 10 guys that are tip of the spear, you get like 50 guys just to sprint at the side of the polar bear. There's no shot 50 dudes slamming into the side of this polar bear is not going to knock him over. And once he's knocked over and he gives up his back, you just need 1 guy with some MMA training. Because once you get him into like a ground and pound situation, the polar bear's not built for that. So that's my thoughts on that subject. I think you could do it losing less than 10 guys easy. The gorilla is a little tougher because because it's bipedal, there's like less surface area to work with. There's less attack surface. You got to have some some true believers at the front of the gorilla melee because they're going down. But eventually, the gorilla's going to get tired. Polar bears are 1,000 pounds. Buddy, I'm telling you, 50 dudes slamming into the side of a polar bear is taking it out. Once it's on its side, it's over. Also, this shit's pissing me off because we did this. Like, our species did this back in the day. Why do we have to do it again? It's like making you pass your SATs to keep your job. We already beat them. We beat them in the cradle of civilization. We beat them at the intersection of the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. We exerted our will upon them. The order has not changed in 100,000 years. You lost. Get over it. You had your chance. You were here before us, probably. I don't know shit about the Cambrian explosion. 38 tortillas. I'm going to guess that this is relatively cheap. Maybe like $10.99. Wow, okay. $7.99. Wow! We are getting hosed up here, man. $4.99? What the fuck? 38 tortillas for $2.99? Okay, that's a little bit more sane. Holy shit, dude. This and a couple of pints of vinegar, you can get in and out of Costco with a week's worth of food for like less than $7. They're the tiny type. Buddy, it's still, that looks like 1.6 kilos of tortilla. That's a lot of, calorically speaking, that's a lot of dough. That's good. That's a good joke. People are like, it's literally just flour and water. Buddy, you literally pay for shit that's ones and zeros. You want to talk to me about some shit that was grown thanks to the benevolent solar energy that came from the star at the center of our fucking solar system? You want to talk about a disproportionate value proposition there? Some shit that you put into your body strips off loose fucking electrons and uses it to power every metabolic process that keeps you alive and renders some quality of life onto your corroded spirit. Yeah, I'd say it's a bargain. I'd say $3.99 for 38 tortillas is kind of a bargain, to be honest. This is Dominica. Is Dominica a country? Yes, it is. You didn't know that, and I did. That's why I typed it. Yemen? Yemen is adjacent to the answer. Yemen is adjacent to the answer. The mystery country is Oman, bro. Oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man, oh God. I haven't heard that video in a long time. Librarian, does that get content ID matched? It seems your pet has killed them.
Oh man.
Oh God, oh man. Oh God, oh man.
Oh God, oh man. Oh God, oh man, oh God.
I need the extended version from 17 years ago, please. Oh, okay, you're gonna have the music scary. The music is a greater risk. All right, let's see what we're doing here. This is what shit used to look like on YouTube, man. This is the highest definition that they offer it in.
My husband is having an affair with your wife.
But it seems your pet.
Does your pet kill them?
Oh man. Oh God, oh man.
I forgot about that.
Oh man. Oh God, oh man.
I forgot of the letter is even funnier, man. I don't think we should talk about it. Because your pet has killed them. Let's wait till he opens the letter here.
My husband is having an affair with your wife.
I don't think we should talk about it.
Does your pet kill them?
What the hell is going on in the story, man?
Oh man.
Great spot to read a letter, though. Can you imagine opening that letter? My husband is having an affair with your wife. I don't think we should talk about it. Because your pet, it killed them. Back then, you'd watch this video twice and go outside. Yeah, man, you'd go to school the next day, and then like some kid in the cafeteria would reference it, and it would be like, you'd be like, damn, dude, you should be like a professional comedian. Starring Bruce Willis, 1990, perhaps Die Hard 2. Sounds right, Die Harder. Movie, cinephiles, let me try this. German cinephiles in July 13th, 1990. One ticket for Die Harder, please. Imagine. German cinephiles on July 6th, 1990, if they really wanted to be there without getting spoiled. One ticket for Die Harder, please. Dude, I had to take an Uber yesterday. This is a true story. True story. He had to take an Uber. Oh, shit. I had to take an Uber yesterday. And the dude in the Uber, his navigation system was set to the default, like, classic Twitch text-to-speech with the vaguely British man. You know what I'm talking about? Bill_Withers has donated 113 bits and says, have you ever... Daniel, will you play Claire Obscura Expedition 33? The shit was taking me out, man. In 100 meters, turn left on Helmkin Street. I was like, damn, this dude is busy. This is Neutral Milk Hotel. You're not wrong. No, this shit is like War Thunder. Who knows, man? It looks more like, well, I don't know. It could be War Thunder. What do I know? Some shit. Spitfires. Planes. Planes Cape Torment. 1942. It is 1942. Okay. False advertising a little bit, but fair enough. Arcade games are a wild card because they were just like using images that did not look like the game. No, I'm not going to play. I played this shit in like on the Game Boy 30 years after it came out and it sucked then. I can't imagine how bad it is now. No disrespect to like 58-year-old men wearing Pac-Man graphic t-shirts in the chat right now. Like, I'm happy to have you here, but still. This is obviously the GOAT. Louis Erickson. Sorry, my bad. Louis Erickson. It's been so long, and I can't not laugh, man. But you guys don't care about sports, but you might care about stories. Louis Erickson in the 2016 offseason was the Vancouver Canucks' big free agent signing. In his first game, he scored an own goal which very, very rarely happens in hockey to begin with. And that was the height of his career as a Vancouver Canuck. And he was with the team for 6 years. And there's a very famous image of him being on the bench, just looking like he was being taken up to heaven. Librarian can probably find it. It would be Louis Eriksson, bench meme picture, LOL. What can I say? He sucks, man. Oh, you're talking about the Louis Eriksson photo? Who getting the best head? It's a great image, right? The video of him scoring the own goal where he's on the ice with like his mouth open is so good. The clip is so funny. I can't watch that on stream. That's a problem. But you can't tell me The Prestige didn't pick up some kind of nomination. Original screenplay, best twist. That's the Oscar should have a category for best twist, man. That's what the broadcast needs. Best sex scene. Yeah, how to get Zillennials to never watch your broadcast ever again. What do they want in the movie, man? No sex, no violence, no quips, no swearing. Like, what else is there? You take all that shit out of Anora, it's like 2 minutes long. Just a dude playing PlayStation. There's Chicken Jockey. That's true. That's true. Then KORY would have liked it. Yeah, you get his ass, man. Get his ass. Anyone log anything on Letterboxd lately? I need people to pick up the slack because I'm going to be on the Sopranos train for a while. Charlize Theron. You know what? Let's put Mad Max in here. That way we can dodge this. All we need to do is think of a movie that fits the bill, man. 2-word title. Young adult. Diablo Cody, bitch. Patton Oswald. Always wondered how, I mean, he's an actor. He's a pro. Always wonder how Patton Oswald felt being cast in this movie as the guy Charlize Theron has sex with that makes her realize that she's hit rock bottom and needs to quit drinking. Like, this wasn't like a Blue Valentine situation where it was like two adults trying to get sober to make their relationship better. Like, this was like one alcoholic and then just like a dude who had some, he wasn't in like the situation he wanted in his life. Like, he didn't, he was just chilling. He was on the Dana Carvey podcast and acknowledged how fucked up it was. What the hell? He stole my bit, man. I know he's the guy, but like, where does he get off stepping on my bit like that? What happened to Pokedoku? Same shit every time. Ain't nothing good in the hood. I'd run away from this bitch and never come back if I could. Oh, he doesn't do Gleep Glocks. Play Gleep Glocks. He doesn't know a Steel Ice type from Gen 7. Gleep Glocks. Bro, you know Gleep Glocks. 15-year-old kids from La Paz, Bolivia are like, everybody knows Gleep Glocks, dude. He's the top 75th Pokemon from Gen 6. No, not Glorb Gleeks. He's from Ruby Sapphire. You need Gleep Glocks from Diamond Pearl. It's all fucking, it's stupid. It's all made up.
Carnival, a noun meaning a season. Digestive, a noun meaning an aid.
Everything's made up, but it's more made up than the average thing. Let's put it that way.
Tirade, a noun meaning a.
It's like a laundry detergent.
Inch dwoi adjective meaning measuring a specified number of inches. Inch dwoi adjective meaning measuring a specified number of inches.
It does sound like she said idge bowl.
Jambalaya, a noun meaning rice cooked usually with ham, sausage, chicken, shrimp, or oysters and seasoned with herbs. Jambalaya originates.
Okay, you nailed it on the second one.
From Occitan jambalaya. Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. This is me ordering anything at an Italian restaurant. That's why I started saying like I'll have the chicken. I started talking like Mr. Big from Sex and the City. I'll have the fish tonight. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. How the hell do I say tagliatelle pescatore? I don't know how to. I'm sick of that shit. I'll take the fish.
Quatrains, a noun meaning a unit or group of.
Whatever.
Kanji, a noun meaning a.
Yes, sir.
Numenon, a noun meaning.
Simply. I was gonna say simply can't be anything else. I bet Numenon actually starts with a P. Now that I think about it.
Vulcan, a noun meaning the Roman god of fire and metalworking. Putrefaction, a noun meaning the decomposition.
Sick ass word, man. Putrefaction. Oh no, Numenon just had a U in it. Numenon. This is kind of crazy to me. What part of the world is fucking with carp this much? They're really getting into the macaroni salad there, huh? Freshwater carp are bought from markets and kept in bathtubs at home? This to me looks very southern United States. No, never mind. A centerpiece for holiday feasts. Carp? I was going to say this is like an Eastern European table, but this is also like it's a North American ass table. I've absolutely no clue, dude. Germany. Christmas carp! Really? They buy a living carp at the market and keep it in their bathtub at home until it's time for the porridge-like meal made with combining milk with flour. It's Czechia. It's Croatia. Slovenia. That one stung. Washed? Not to be rude to Slovenians, because I bet it was an American that typed that. There's like as many people in the country of Slovenia as there are in my hometown, which is not that big. So for me, this is basically like being like, oh, this dish is regional to Kingston, Ontario, but you typed Ontario, so we're not going to count it, which is fucked up to me. That's coffee. This is from Italy. It's made with espresso. It's from Italy. Oh my God, Polly Walnuts was right. They're ripping off our culture and they're making millions off it. It's a different world, Polly. It's a different world these days. He was so real for that. I didn't get it when I was watching it. But now I get it. They're ripping off our culture, man. Cool. India? Where the hell is this? Southeast of Greece? Southwest of India? Oh my God. No, man, no. This isn't right. This is Italian. Am I freaking the fuck out? Can somebody please, I'm not saying I'm right, but please fact check this for me. This is the one time I've ever asked for a fact check. And unless you're Hayden Christensen in Shattered Glass, you shouldn't resent someone asking for a fact check. You should be like, of course you should ask for a fact check. Everybody needs to know that this information is rock solid. Mocha is from the Yemeni port city of Mocha. Okay, and espresso is from a fucking Italian house named Espressi. So how the shit is this not at least a shared lineage between Italy and Yemen? Read the text in front of you. Just because ChatGPT generated it doesn't mean I have a spiritual obligation to consume it, okay? The robots work for me, not the other way around. Crack open a book, Encyclopedia Britannica, go to C-O-F-F-E-E, find Cafe Mocha. I guess you're going to have to go with the A. Okay, you might need an Italian encyclopedia, to be honest. This shit is pissing me off. Because what you're doing right now is you're saying Reese's peanut butter cups aren't from America because chocolate was originally fucking pulled out of the Peruvian mountains or some shit like that, okay? That shit is made in a factory in Pennsylvania. You're doing a genetic fallacy, is what you're doing. You're doing a genetic fallacy. Isn't that what you're doing? Listen, buddy, espresso's Italian. This is anti-Italian discrimination. The Polly Walnuts mind virus. I'm just saying it's a little fucked up. I don't agree with everything Polly Walnuts is doing. He was going to cut off that dude's pretzel with the bolt cutters. But can I say, effective. Effective, for sure. The dude relented. And then $400 million plus of the worldwide box office. Obviously, you got some Star Warses there. And that might be it for $400 million. Black Swan's not pulling that. May December's not pulling that. I don't think V for Vendetta was pulling $400 million back in the day. So that's especially like in the 2000s, pre the explosion of cinema in the Chinese market. I'm going to go episode 1, man. Episode 1 didn't cross 400 million worldwide? That you picked the wrong movie? Spring episode 1, The Awakening of the Asaurus, didn't make $400 million worldwide? They should give me my guess. Thrice would give me my guess back, man. Thrice would give me my guess back. Okay, Jude Law. Let's just go Captain Marvel, man. People might forget that he was in it because they never saw it. Never mind. Title contains the. Jude Law title contains the. 1 or 2 word title. I say Alfie 04. Title contain. Hang on, I beat the system. Take that. What would win? Web developers or somebody who's been clicking the damn left mouse button for 30 years? I've usurped you. I've usurped you. Oh, my shit wasn't responsive and reactive enough. No! Try adding some more frameworks, buddy. Try importing Star. Now I just got to think of a Jude Law movie that has the in it. The talented Mr. Ripley. Oh, I got 9 out of 9 correct. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm smarter than your website. Oops. I didn't cheat. They fucked me by having the wrong episode 1. They should have known no one's ever meaning that episode 1. You got 9 out of 9 correct. You got to start doing the Polly Walnuts point. I haven't earned it yet. I'm only on episode 3. I haven't earned it yet. I haven't earned it. The point is kind of sick, though. The point is kind of sick. You know what I like about it is they haven't really done anything like too wrong so far. So it's really just a show about like a bunch of guys that are like friends with each other. Just a bunch of guys that are like, you know, they do some mafia stuff, but they're having like they got a rapport. Those big lace collars that were popular around Shakespeare's time gave their name to what weird famous intersection? Buff Alley. Piccadilly Circus? Oh, shit! European wild hamsters are more prone to cannibalism when suffering from pellagra, a deficiency of what vitamin? B12. Which B vitamin gets prescribed to increase your good cholesterol? Man, B12 is the big one. Nicotinic acid is a not healthy sounding name for what vitamin you can spell. It's niacin. Niacin. What is niacin, man? B5? Bingo. Gotcha. That kind of looks sick. Giant Yorkshire pudding wrap. I think that looks awesome. I think this looks fucking disgusting. The cheese is not who is it? Brazil? Brazil, don't let me condescend to you. The cheese isn't supposed to go over the bun. It's supposed to be contained within the confines of the bun. The cheese is not supposed to go over the edge of the bun. Chicken Parmo loaded chips. I have to be honest with you on this one. This looks like kind of a mess, and the churros look pretty good. I'm flabbergasted that this has a 93%. I think that the British base of Scrandle has something to answer for with that one. I just got to realize that British people will always vote for like fries and sauce over anything else. The double dog is kind of sick, man. But I think this looks good. It looks good. It's a little big, but it looks good. Why is he holding it like, you know what I mean? It's got to be cheese and onion panini. 17%! What? It looks good, man. It looked fine. It had tire marks on it. That's from the panini press, man. They weren't painted on. The panini press was doing its thing. Goo versus hot dog that's expensive. There's got to be goo. Putting myself in the mindset of the average British Scrandle user. This one's not even close. I don't even need to look at the prices. The breakfast wrap looks fire. I'll tell you that. I'm a little stunned at the panini, man. I thought the panini looked pretty good. It was heinous. I would have eaten that for sure over whatever the slop was on the other side. He was holding it like Faint Bunny had it in a hot dog bun, for sure. 93, 144 million. How about All Apologies by Nirvana? This is Cruel Summer. No, I saw the sign by Ace of Base. Yeah, I mean, that's just, if you were there, you were there. Like lovers often do. Something like that. Give me the synth first, because I got to hear that. Ooh, the bass goes crazy. Like lovers often do. Ooh. Probably the second best song in Slackers. Without understanding. So where do I belong? That's pretty good. I got no problem with Ace of Base. We need a gamer Secretary of Defense. We need a gamer as the head of the FDA. Gamers are used to taking attacks from all comers and not relenting. That's the energy our country needs right now. We need someone who's not afraid to suffer the slings and arrows of a malevolent world. Weak gamers make for hard modes. Hard modes make for strong gamers. Strong gamers make for easy modes. Easy modes make for weak gamers. Where are we at right now? Honestly, I think the games sometimes are a little too hard. So maybe we're at the top of the cycle. I don't know. Maybe this is a good time to buy in. For you, whatever, buddy. Just put the chips in the caps. Getting old is hard. Yeah, if he wills it. Who? You know who. Who else? JC. May the circle be unbroken. What if we turn this into the gospel? By and by, Lord, by and by. With him in the sky. Hard pivot in the religion. Just letting the mask slip for once. I'm God's strongest soldier. I know that's right. The signs were always there, and I saw them. One time I posted a clip where NL said we're all God's children. People got disappointed thinking he was actually Christian. It's really sad. It does happen sometimes, man. And I get it, because this is not anti-religion. I happen to be an atheist. Hard to say that in the modern climate, but I happen to be an atheist. But I think if you're a Christian and you're watching the video, you're probably it'd be cool to have more like-minded young people with the same spiritual beliefs as me, the same religious beliefs as me. But it's not me, unfortunately. I know you're looking for someone who isn't convicted of horrible crimes, that has God and family first in their X to everything app bio or whatever. But I got nothing but love for you and most other people out there. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know. I got to be an atheist is good for my career, to be honest. You have all the makings of a top tier Christian. I think I'm not the kind of motherfucker that become a preacher, but I think you would love to see me at the potluck after church on Sundays. Because honestly, if somebody wasn't eating one of the dishes, I would swoop in and make sure that I took triples of it and told whoever brought it that it was good, because it's about community. It's not about, hey, let me take 4 meatballs instead of 2 meatballs because I want to make sure I get enough meatballs. It's about making sure everybody feels included. It's about asking, hey, how's your kid's softball league going and stuff like that. That's my religion, man. All right, love, put the lasagna in the casserole dish. Put the mayonnaise in the so-called salad, love. You seen The Absolute Governor? I hate him. I should get this out of the way before the sponsor stream. Baby, I love the character of the Absolute Governor. Did you see, you might even be more aware of it than I am. He had a few videos that went viral as the Absolute Governor. And then he posted something about how the country's going to shit and we got to stop bad people from coming in. And then everyone was like, hey man, this is a bad look. So he made another video that was spirit of England is everybody getting together, having a nice cup of tea, and not looking when you pour the gravy. a Bosch. And I'm like, you know what? He brought it back at least. He was like, he didn't double down. I think he's a funny character as a result. Like when your one bit becomes your career and then you almost ruin your career. So you gotta apologize in character doing the bit. Wikipedia is great because the first sentence of the career section is about him being tried for crimes. Tried. I don't know how it works in England. Over here, I think we're innocent until proven guilty. In the US, at least. I don't know about Canada. Unless you're the president. Let's try to keep politics out of this, guys. It's very divisive. People are like, a lot of undecided voters out there right now. I don't want to get into all that stuff. Republicans buy gift subs too, man. We're all God's children is the important thing. Me, eyes widening, looking at the audience, seeing what percentage is clapping. The burden of proof lies with the defendant in England? Is that true? That's crazy, man. I'd be accusing people of all sorts of stuff. The UK only got no-fault divorce last year. Can I say that's naive, though? I'm not divorced, but I feel like divorce is always someone's fault. Can we, listen, let me talk like real talk for a second. And it's probably a combination of two people's faults, but no fault. It just seems like a bad name is all I'm trying to say. If you really think it's no fault, why don't you ask each of the parties individually in a room whose fault they think it is? If they both say no fault, you got me. I have a feeling one of them's going to be like, it's their fucking fault. They're at least going to be like 70-30 their fault. Come on, there's bad blood, man, right? Are we doing Dan posting? Dan wouldn't touch this stuff. He might imply it or intimate it, but he would never get into the real meat like this. He would ask me a question to lead me down this dead-end rhetoric. And then as I dug myself deeper and deeper into the hole, he would just start giggling. Gamers, wake up. Super excited today to be sponsored to be playing the new Blendo Games game. Who's Blendo? They make Quadrilateral Cowboy. You know the one? Hacker voice. I'm in. The first-person stealth heist simulator with cyberpunk elements. They made 30 Flights of Loving, which probably turned Claire de Lune into like one of my favorite pieces of music of all time. They made Gravity Bone, and now they've made Skin Deep, which is what we're playing today. Skin Deep, a new immersive sim, out today on Steam. ! Skin Deep to, pardon me, check it out for yourself. On YouTube, link in the video description below. Thank you to Annapurna Interactive for the sponsorship. Now, Chad, this is where I need you to tell me what an ImSim is. Because an ImSim for me is something like, I always think of it as like a Deus Ex, original Deus Ex, where your goal is like, hey, you gotta get this document from inside of a building. And you can either go in, guns a-blazing, lobby scene from The Matrix, or you can like take a box outside and put the box next to a grate and crack open the grate and climb in through the air ducts and then drop down. Okay, all right, that's what it is. I know what I'm talking about. We'll get there. This is not the game's fault. My computer, it's not as good as it used to be. Let's put it that way. This is not their fault. Oh, here we are, dude. CSS Wobegon, Junker Barge. Primary objective, rescue the cat crew.
Here we go again.
You have slept for 2 weeks. Silent alarm has been tripped. Objective, rescue all cat hostages. Okay, I'm peeking. I'm tapping shift to zoom in and seeing a sign. Informational signage. Do what the sign tells you. Safety first. Movement is WASD. The song is gunshots. Remember back in the day, you would just be so thrilled to see like a real shadow. I remember in the N64 era, sorry to the sponsors, sometimes I go off on tangents like this. In the N64 era, there were 3 things that would blow your mind in a video game. One was if you went into the bathroom and you could see your reflection in the mirror, you were like, holy snap. this is like an incredible game. This technology, I didn't even know it existed. Another one is if it was not a driving game, but you could drive a vehicle. That was like, holy cow. They got 2 games inside of the game. I remember Unreal 2. They were like, you can not only shoot guns, you can also drive a car. Everyone was like, that's crazy. Third thing, if somebody throws a grenade at you, if you could pick it up and throw it back. If any game had all 3 of those, it would be considered one of the greatest games of all time, without a doubt. What an immersive tutorial. See, this is how you know I respect yellow paint. It said, keep clear. I said, I'm not going to stay in here. There's going to be like a cinder block coming down or something. Airborne clamber. Move forward while in mid-air. We take those.
Dead pirate. Huh. Looks like the crew put up a fight. Where'd the head go?
Skull saver. Inspect a held item to learn how to use it. Skull saver. So you've decided to get a skull saver immortality device. My head floats away when I'm about to die. Defy death with the skull saver and live to see another day. Is this Yoshi's Island? When Baby Mario gets one-tapped and then he floats away in the bubble going like, wah, 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 wah. But if you get him, like you're good to go? Is this like some touch fuzzy get dizzy stuff?
Wow, that's expensive tech.
These cats gotta know where she's hiding.
No, the company keeps the commando's location a secret, so people like us can't torture it out of the crew.
They want torture? I'll torture those cats. I'll shave them.
Hey,
Not cool.
still looking for that insurance commando?
Very not cool.
Right.
Shaving
This distresses the cats.
convention.
I'm gonna go stealth mode. Guy who's horrible at stealth games. I think I'm gonna go like pacifist run. I think I'm gonna do like a no violence, no kill run. Me 3 seconds into the first mission. Follow me outside, Nina. I know you can breathe in space. So I'll take some conduits. Wait, let me see. Can I learn something about the conduits?
Only chumps need suits in space. I have a third lung.
I have a third lung. I got a third leg. You don't hear me talking about it. What do you want from me here? Windows fuse box. What could go wrong? Break this window. One moment, please. Float through outer space. Man, I'm like spiritualized for real. Door will remain locked down until vacuum seal is breached. Enter outside space, find room with vacuum breach, pull the window lever seal. Okay, I get it.
That stings.
They're not wrong about that one. You can threaten, make everyone mad, make a small noise, cough blood, or lie down. Hold tab to heal. Oh my god, it's Die Hard the game.
Health station here. Stay healthy.
HP jockey. Stay alive with the auto defib. Revives you when you bleed out. Will stun nearby organic matter. Will neutralize electronics and lights in the room. Danger. Volatile explosives in immediate area. I guess I should peek. Peeking makes a lot more sense. Bleeding out. I'm going to use my auto defib. It's got the presentational sauce, man. No doubt about it.
Good as new.
That's sneezy. Oh,
Around it.
I'm trying.
you don't want to do that, man. They dropped loot. They respawn, man.
Why did you leave the flame trap?
But they probably don't respawn if... Oh, I'm confined. They won't... I wanted to go down there and like pop the bubbles before they came back to life.
You, Bojo, we're gonna be late to torture that cat.
There's something about it though, man.
I didn't mean to do it.
Gamers don't die, they respawn.
Wow.
If I die, make sure that ends up on my tombstone, okay?
Never seen this wild before.
That's a beautiful
The
sentiment.
insurance commando's still on the ship. Tell me where she's hiding.
Put the pepper in the bag.
What you're talking about.
Liar! I'll shave you.
Hold shift to learn how to use it. Throw, the presentation of the tooltips is so good. Throw at or near someone to cause them to sneeze. At or near.
She's stunned.
Pounce on her. Brutal slam.
All right. Slam her in.
Slam her into something. There you go. Oh, it's WWE. Inject their head.
Now, grab her skull.
And do what with it? Flush it down the toilet.
You must remove it from the ship, or she'll regenerate. Flush her
Aim it
head
at a nearby surface. Drop it. Holy cow. You rip their head off and flush it down the toilet. That's incredible. Cat key.
Use that key card.
Halanka released.
Nina Pasadena.
You got to get down to their level.
Ages. I'm so glad to see you.
This is not a normal hijack, sir.
These pirates regenerate.
How'd you get Cat
You were
Cinema,
asking
man?
me about you.
I'm just the insurance rep.
Well, they know who you are, and they want you dead.
Well, you're obviously done. I'd like to emerge.
Boss, the insurance commando freed the cats.
That washed up Yalcor pack kicked your butts.
It does not look like me. By the way, for the record, it does not look like me.
Disappointed in you. Activate the self-destruct, then turn on your skull saver. I'll have someone scoop your noggin out of the wreck.
Yes, ma'am.
I want Nina Pasadena dead. You hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Self-destruct sequence active. 20.
Well, give me control, man. Give me control.
Narf.
16.
Hate this.
15. 14. 13.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna put it in the trash can. Oh, they put it in the trash can.
I'll defuse the bomb.
6. 5. 4.
I guess I'll just stand here then.
Self-destruct cancelled. Bombs defused.
Good work, Nina. The crew and the cargo are safe.
But I'm
Damn,
not.
it really is an imsim.
Pirate's boss knows my name.
They're following me while we
And they
talk,
want me
man.
dead. They must have a contract out on me. It's been a while.
Who do you think hired them?
No idea. I've got too many enemies to
Estimated number of people who hate Nina. Well, yeah, man. She works for an insurance company. What'd you expect?
For now, let's take this ship back to the yard and collect our hardship bonus.
End mission. We did it. Okay. This is skin deep. We've made it through the tutorial. We have a scaffolding for what we are doing. Thank you again to Annapurna Interactive for the sponsorship. Let's get this show on the road, man.
Oh, nice. Emails.
Critical emails in the inbox. I love a little physical digital. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a lyrical, spiritual, physical. You have overdue mandatory training. Reply, comply to receive a digital classroom program.
Time to earn another certification.
And what about you, Choo Choo? It was good to see you, but maybe not so good. Ha ha. This is how we write emails these days. But through it all, I was thinking, where's the M dash, though? When I get in a pinch like that, you're the one I want to see popping out of the wall hole. You're the whole can of beans. I hear someone put a hit on you. You know who you should ask about that? Little Lion. Life imitates art, man. I don't think I need Little Lion's help. I haven't talked to that bojo in like 15 or 20 years. Thanks for the suggestion. Objective. Rescue all cat hostages. Skin Deep is a simulated world. Enemies, objects, and ship systems will interact with or without you. Use the zoom lens to inspect the world, notes on the walls, and objects you find. Good luck. Commonwealth of Repulse Bay. My default case is grab them by the back of the head and then twist their head off and then throw it in the garbage can. But sometimes it's nice to interface with these games and solve things in a more creative function. And some of the clues we find throughout the environment might do that for us. I may need your help, chat. I may need your help. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Okay, let me see what we got. Oh, Doug. Hello, Doug. Got to appraise the situation real quick. This will take us to the restroom. The cat's on the other edge of the laundromat. Perhaps. And Gladys, too. Nice. I wouldn't notice if, like, I never see a spider in my house if it's on the ceiling. It's only if it's in my sight line that things become, you know, it's on sight. Let's put it that way. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. I wanted to go pacifist mode. Oh my god! They're shooting me, man! Obviously, I need your head. And obviously, I need the cat key. Nice try. Same thing. Okay, into the washing machine. I'm a little embarrassed by my performance here, but it had to be done. Grab his head. You slipped on suds! Get up! Get up! He's bleeding out. I don't really know what to do about that. Not, I'm gonna say the obvious, not my problem. End combat alert with the walkie-talkie. Alright, I literally own you. Walkie-talkie interrupted. Find a garbage can. Can I just put you in like the washing machine or something? What am I being hit by? Heal this impalement, please. What the hell is going on? There's a missile. I can do this, bro. No!
Eat this! Oh, no you don't.
Seems bad.
Sucker!
Okay, you. You're going right there. Walkie-talkie, end the search, please. I've ended the search. I've rescued both cats. Get into a space access pod. Go into space and access rescue pod. Here's what I'm thinking. The missile will not follow us into the vents. Exit into the lobby. We've already taken care of the lobby. This is where we started. Into the restroom. Space access pod. Laundromat. Where did I start, man? Oh, I started up. You gotta go to the airlock.
Fresh.
Read the first 3 words again. Go into space, access rescue pod. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Now the question is, the crew rescue pod has arrived. Okay. There it is! It is on the outside. Let me in, bro. We take those. Contract complete. We did not find a hidden cassette tape. We did not overload the washing machines or find the hidden soap stash. Inspect the pirate note above. To view past notes, hit tab and then select Memory Palace. Hello, pirates. The vent code is flee. We take those. Combat training complete. You're never going to see that. You don't know what it was like to have to text with T9 technology on a LG chocolate in 2009. Why do you think we have acronyms like LOL, OMG? Just because we were typing on a keyboard, you got tons of economy, man. You could write an essay. You could write your thesis on. I think your audience does. I'm old. You have to listen to me. You don't know what it was like. We out here. Release the cat crew. Liam Neeson in Remember the Titans? That's a good bit. Guy who gets Wrath of the Titans or Clash of the Titans confused with Remember the Titans. You'll release the Kraken and then you'll run a mile. I don't know anything else. I never saw the movie. I know that he releases the Kraken though. I've seen Remember the Titans. I've probably seen like 7 times because we watched it once a year in school. Testing out new gear. These keypad jammers lock intruders out. The password is HAWK! I mean, could I pounce on you? Could I ruin your life? Of course I could ruin your life and put your head down the sink. I don't need to do that, though. I can do this pacifist mode. All legal, lack. And then when he's gone and the door closes, we out here. H-A... They put the Q and the Z up at the front, man. That's not fair. You ready? How's that for some fucking stealth? How's that for some fucking stealth, man? Hey, now, what's your goat yogurt topping? I say this without a hint of irony. I genuinely, when I eat granola, I feel like my purpose on planet Earth is to eat granola. While I'm eating it, I'm like, I was put on this earth to consume oats that have been sweetened. It's an amazing, amazing flavor profile. I do feel like maybe I have horse DNA somewhere in me, somewhere in the upper half. You love this bit? Well, I think it's real, man. What could be more real than like when you eat oats, you're like, I'm fulfilling the purpose I was put on this earth to do.
Let's see who tried to mess with me.
Stakeout time. All right, this is kind of sick. 10% horse? Yeah, I'm running out of percents, man.
What a dump.
Hippie fresh.
Selection.
What do you got for me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I know what's going on here. We got to turn these to open the door. This is not much of a door. Great sound effect, though. The pee-poo.
Looted by soda thieves already. They always go after the pee-poo.
Real soda heads know, man. Real soda heads know. I don't mind if you're anti-soda. All I ask is that you remain intellectually honest if you're anti-soda and also be anti-craft beer. I think it's like a love and marriage thing. You can't have one without the other. As they said, I'm married with children. I find these terms acceptable. That's what I like to hear. You could be pro both. You could be anti both. But I don't think you can be pro craft beer and anti-soda. Oh, snap. I didn't know what kind of machinery I was working with here, man.
Oh, okay.
I'll zoom in. Obviously. Whoa, dude! Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Skulls. You gotta take a look at this. Is a picture. We take a picture there for sure. Okay, I gotta get that.
Come on, come on.
I'm like looking trillions of years back through time, man. More?
Just in time.
You've just been hijacked by the numb bunch. This guy. I'm learning a lot, man.
Who are these people?
I feel like a real spy. I feel like I'm in an Austin Powers movie right now.
Small timers.
This is about to be a drug deal gone wrong. Keep a close eye on this one. This is where it goes wrong. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no way, man. I'm 17 parsecs away.
It's her.
Late credits drop. Also a Blendo classic. That's cool, man. Oh, you credit scene. Oh, the N and the D are gonna like. Oh, this is sick. I gotta be the only guy who can't figure out how to get through the credits scene. It is very James Bond. We need some You Only Live Twice. Maybe you probably gotta jump on that, huh? Or maybe push it out of the way. That is damn cool. Watch this. Coyote jump. It's amazing how, if I had to sit here and watch the credits, I'd probably be getting a little jumpy. But just the ability to walk around and have that be impacted on the screen, I'm locked in, man. I could do this all day. I could jump from here to here, land perfectly, run it backwards. No sweat. That's cool. That's aura. That's oomph. Palanca. I'll have my engineer jingle send you. That was the last one. Nina, how did the stakeout go? My clone is a pirate queen. I accidentally left her in wonk. I thought it said monkey space. I accidentally left her in monkey space for 20 years. She's probably mad at me.
Not for you.
Word on the street, monkey space is actually Earth. True. You know what that reminds me of? Tim Burton's remake of Planet of the Apes, 2001. Although I've probably seen the movie like 10 times. And to be honest with you, I sort of don't understand the end of Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes remake. He gets to the ship, like Mark Wahlberg gets to the ship, and he goes through the wormhole to like undo, like to go back to his galaxy or whatever. Can you just chill for a second, Nina? This is important. And then when he lands on the Earth, or at least what we think is the Earth, he sees Tim Roth's chimpanzee has replaced Abraham Lincoln as Abraham Lincoln on the Lincoln Memorial. So I still don't understand what happened. Is it because the chimpanzee beat him back to Earth and then like rewrote history? Human history became ape history. In which case, why is he so pressed? Because Abraham Lincoln is kind of a hero. Like it's kind of like it's a sad ending. It's played as a sad ending, but General Thane, like he apparently made it back to Earth and said, "Oh snap! Time to like win the Civil War, time to end slavery, time to write up the Emancipation Proclamation." It could have been worse, is what I'm trying to say. Really, it's kind of a sad story for Abraham Lincoln because he got overridden, but at the same time, it could have gone a lot worse, is what I'm trying to say. Like the dude rewrote human history, but just with chimpanzees instead. You ever see how the second Planet of the Apes movie ends? Beneath the Planet of the Apes? It ends with a black screen and white text that says like all life on Earth has been extinguished. They don't show it or anything. It's just like, anyway, should see it. And then the third one, what's the third? The third one is not so bad. The third one's like when the apes go back to the 1970s. Ricardo Montalban is in it, but then they, at the baby at the end. They shouldn't have done that. And the fourth one is when Roddy McDowell like riots and leads to the events of the. And then the fifth one is the buses. You don't need to see that one. Yeah, I think Helena Bonham Carter was kind of a baddie in the Planet of the Apes movie by Tim Burton. You're right. That was a heroic monkey in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The one that jumped from the helicopter. He shouldn't have. Is that Kubo or is that the one with the two strings? I always forget. That's such a devious scene when the two dudes are drinking. And then Kubo comes in and pretends to be like Koba, that's it. Koba comes in and pretends to be stupid. He's like scratching his head and stuff. And then they're like, give him the beer, give him the beer. And he goes like, "Bah, woo, 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 woo." And then he picks up the AK and instantly like code switches. He's like, oh, you thought? And they're like, whoa. And then he's like, gratata, grata. That's nasty, man. That's nasty. Anyway, sorry. He's a bad dude. But you could see his point to an extent. He shouldn't have taken it that far. But it is sick for a smart monkey to do the head scratching bit, ironically, because we've been like, he's using our own prejudice against us. That's why I was Team Koba, except for all the, well, he did commit like some war crimes or whatever. What the heck is a zip cord? I can imagine at least. But go ahead, bring it in. Bring it in. This time we're gonna hijack the ship. I promise you that.
Top work, Nina. I'd never let you come to harm.
Seeker grenade. TNT seeker grenade. What's up, fellas? Looking good. Okay, I know what I must do. The airlock's right there. There's no way that's not gonna ruin some lives. Guys, I think we did a good job. I got down to 1 frame per second. I think I saw something that said Glenn destroyed. Well, where's the key, man? End the search. Ah! Wish for infinite wishes. Easy. Easy. Only took us 8 minutes, man. Meow Corp training. Client rescue protocols. That's the one we just did. Gun license. Now we're talking, man. Reload with R. Ammo. Dude, any game where you could do this. Any game where you can do that. John Wick.
Ready to go. Still
John Wick. Guns are complex machines that fire bullets. Flammable gas, spark. Yes, dude, yes. We gotta find a way to deal with these security cameras, man. Maybe like throw a banana at it? Didn't seem to work too well. I'll tell you one thing we could do. No, I'm not gonna tell you one thing we could do. This fuse box isn't locked, bro! He's going down. He's actually a genius. A gentleman and a scholar. Lyle started combat alert. Okay, guess what? No, you didn't. No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't.
Health station here.
Chicken jockey.
Health station here.
Worth.
Gotcha.
Okay. Consider your head ejected. Consider your head part of my property.
A key.
Dispensing reward for 3 books in the book. Oh, a gun. Can I see something?
Clip kaput.
No ammo? No bullets in my pocket? Let's rack it. That's sweet, dude. And then chamber check.
Chamber empty.
Chamber empty. Reload.
Ready to go.
Chamber check. Rack it. Chamber check.
Loaded.
Ammo check. You think I don't know how to use a gun, huh? Watch this. Is it true that in his later years he would not carry a gun? Is it true that he had like arms around too many children, he'd said? They should never know of one? Edmund, bullet. You're dead, buddy. You're dead. First off, situation normal. Eject his head. Grab his head. We're gonna find something to do with this, man. We're gonna find... You know, actually, I've got the greatest idea you ever could have asked for. And I don't need you to tell me what to do, because I'm gonna do it. Put me down! Put me down! Yeah, get ready, buddy. Be careful what you wish for. I didn't even think about that. Didn't even think about that. Shotgun, shells, auto pistol, wire grenade. I'm not coming out just yet. Ammo check.
Several rounds left.
Chamber check.
Loaded.
Reload. Okay. Ready to go. Vaxxed and waxed. Ready for a hot girl summer. Over. Perhaps in the forward. Watch this. Watch this. Whoops. That'll do it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We do those. We do those. Debbie has been killed by shotgun round. Rack again. Ammo check. I feel like John Wick. Boys, you're killing each other. What do you mean target down? You've ended your own life, man. Okay, any keys? Keys? Ship authority key. Now I'm talking. Let me check. It's chambered. It's racked. It does its job. Take me back to the bridge. Like I would give a crap about you, to be honest. When I have the ship authority key, we just end the mission. Oh! Took me 17 minutes, but we did a pretty good job, I would say. If I may say so myself, I think we did a pretty good job. Plus, return enough books for a reward and shock a pirate with a book gate. That wasn't even on purpose. I did that one by accident somehow. What's this game? It's a Blendo Games ImSim. My friend, it's a Blendo Games ImSim. Thanks again to Annapurna Interactive for the sponsorship. It's kind of like Heat Signature. Like, it's not a roguelike, but you get dropped into like a spaceship. You use environmental clues to solve puzzles to make it easier to get around the spaceship, to be in their house like carpet. Or you just start throwing banana peels, and then when they fall over, you smash their head into like a hand sanitizer dispenser and knock them out. And then you pull their head off of their neck and throw their disembodied head into outer space to finish them off. Exclamation point. Skin Deep. It's out now on Steam. Check it out for yourself. Thanks again for the sponsorship. And of course, look in the video description if you're watching on YouTube. I had a great time. Very unique game. Blendo always puts that little... They're very cinematic games. Very cinematic and literary games. They're not going to do that to you at work on Friday. That's illegal. Swap Ray and Crab. I'm about to swap your mouth and your ears, so when you talk, I can't hear you. I didn't really think about that. I didn't really think about how that would work. I would say it would make eating confusing, because you'd be like, which mouth am I going to use? You'd be like, do I put it in the right ear or the... You know what? It could be sick, though, because you could eat like something sweet and something salty at the same time. Like, sometimes you're only 80% of the way through your dinner, but you're feeling like you want to have dessert. You could eat a little bit of dinner in your left ear and then put some dessert in your right ear without fucking up your palate. You were going to give me an illusory. No and then. No and then. Oh, it's just that easy, man. What did you... And then... Oh! You're kind of a stud as well, bro. Who Let the Dogs Out? I think they cover it in the song, right? Isn't it? I don't want to be this guy. Holy cow, Force Field would be incredible. I guess what I'm going to say, so that I don't make myself look like a horrible person. What is the plot of Who Let the Dogs Out? The song Who Let the Dogs Out? What's the plot? Because it's not about canines, even though there's barking. Because I kind of thought that I was under the impression that they're at like a nightclub and they're basically doing a song about like who let the uggos in, which is not as fun as when I thought it was about a dog. You got it? That's messed up, man. They shouldn't. We were all singing that stuff in like the 7th grade or something. He really says, "Get back, Fluffy. Get back, Scruffy. Get back, you flea-infested mongrel." He shouldn't have been saying all that stuff back then. That's crazy. That's not okay. Don't say bars. As glib. I want you to get up. Never mind, I don't want you to get up. No, I don't want any of the buttons to work. Can you maybe like drop another scroll from the ceiling or whatever? Is that what? There we go. Okay, and now I'll upgrade you. And then this shit is gonna be on the screen for the rest of my life, man. They keep doing, I'm sorry for crashing out. I know it's hard. They do maintenance 4 times a week, man. And it still crashes all the time and it's so buggy. It's crazy. Nah, it's chill. It's chill, it's chill. They're working on, oh, there it is. There it is. Whatever, I'll keep drinking that garbage. And now I can't even see what the hell he's got going on there. He's got a damn... he's got the Torah from his bar mitzvah up on the screen, man. I don't know what his board looks like. I don't know what he's got. I've never been to a bar mitzvah, man. Can you know how you can get baptized? Like when you're old? If you convert to Judaism as an adult, do you have to have like an adult bar mitzvah? It's an honest question, by the way. I'm not trying to make a joke. You do? Holy fuck, going to like a 45-year-old man's adult bar mitzvah would be fucking sick, man. That would be fucking vibes. I would go to Justin's bar mitzvah for sure, man, to see him get up there with the fucking scroll and start reading it. I might just have memorized it, but still. Oh, man. That would be sick, man. Someone should ask Justin if he's interested. Do they really make you get adult circumcised as well? I gotta be careful, because I don't want you to think that I got my child circumcised. Because what I was gonna say is I got kid circumcised, which is true. As a baby, they did that to me. Which they probably should not have done, but I'm kind of chill with it now. But making someone get an adult circumcised, that's like a whole different thing. Because like for me, the ink is dry. But like making a grown adult do it is sort of, that's wild. Exit to menu? Why? This shit's just gonna break again anyway. What's the point? I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Would you get a circumcision now if there were no bad side effects? But I already have had a circumcision, so there's nothing to circumcise, man. I mean, there's stuff down there, but I think it's probably like a different procedure now. It's called like a decockheadination or something. That shit has a non-zero death rate. Okay, buddy, you know what has a 100% mortality rate? Life. So I don't think that's a good excuse not to do it. I think there's lots of good excuses not to do it, but I'm not sure about that one. Turtleneck Mafia are ridiculous. Well, I think they raise an amazing point. That being said, they do hate to see a crew neck cock out there in love and life and not like resenting the decision that his parents made when he was like a day old or whatever. I'm chill with the crew neck, man. I'm not even taking the skill because I don't want the skill to get upgraded. I'm on that platinum shit. I'm on that Apollo shit. I'm on that legend run right now. It's more like a hoodie. Listen, kid. I don't know about all this shit. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really know what it looks like. Well, elemental depth charge is the way that you play this, without a doubt. 9 multicast! Are you shitting me, dude? Oh, right. No. That's right. You told me it looks like Shai Halud. Okay. Why is Vanessa using the scroll? You wouldn't understand the level that I'm on, man. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get the type of shit that I'm on. What's honest question? And again, we're all adults here. And let me start by saying I don't know anything about religion. What's the difference between the Torah and the Talmud? The Talmud is a collection of discourse of the rabbis about the Torah. So it's like the DVD commentary. What the hell is this? Don't make me open the X to Everything app. Just tell me what the description is. It's you and Ludwig? Yeah. What's the big deal? It's an image of you and Ludwig doing the pose? I was there. Well, you said, what the fuck is this? I thought it was crazy. I know exactly what pose you're talking about, too. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm going to spoil one thing, okay? Did you know that when Ludwig travels, he doesn't have like a bag or suitcase or anything? He carries like a garbage bag full of his clothes and like his laptop and tech and stuff like that? Yeah, man. He walked into the room with the damn garbage bag stuffed with clothes and stuff. And I said, what are you doing there? And he said, this is how I travel. And I said, do you fly first class? And he said, yeah, business class. And I said, whoa. Just trying to imagine the dude in 1B when Lud gets on the plane, tries to sit in 1A and has to shove his garbage bag in the overhead bin is like, that's crazy, man. That's insane to me. I mean, the aura is off the charts, don't get me wrong, but still. I couldn't do it, man. Plus, I'm in economy, so the overhead bins are fucking packed by the time I get on the damn plane. Don't you go in first now that you have a child? Yeah. It is sick, actually. Nobody tell the airplanes, or the airlines, I should say. Here's why, okay. If you have a kid under 3, you should be able to get on the airplane a little bit early. I think that's very fair. The kids are not, like, expediting the process of boarding. You should be able to get on first, otherwise you're going to be leaving late. But they say if you have kids under 5, you can get on the plane early. And I got a 4.5-year-old. She just walks down the aisle and sits down. So we get the overhead bin space on site. Yeah, reward people for complicating travel? No! When people have a child and it's like, it's inconveniencing my travel, fucking 0%. Oh, pay the $50 for the checked bag, brokey. And or don't, because they're always gonna pull the shit where they're like, we're looking for some people to check the fucking bags, okay? Oh no, there's no overhead space because another human being exists on the planet. The fuck are you talking about? Everyone inconveniences everyone else's ass when you're traveling. If you don't want to deal with other people when you travel, buy a private plane, Taylor Swift. You gotta, that's the thing. The airport and the airplane are apartment living. Your existence is bothering other people. Other people's existence is bothering you. And you all just get over it and learn to work together until you land at the arrival airport, okay? I reared back for that one. Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom! Oh no, not again, not again. Not again, man. Oh. There we go. 2 scrolls, man. Good thing I didn't go back to the main menu, otherwise we'd have another bug right now. Fuck ass scroll. Dude, you're so right for that. If you thought the UI of the game was overwhelming to begin with, wait until you get 2 fucking scrolls stacked on top of each other with diamonds in the middle. Oh. 2 poisons next to the crab. Chatters, get them. This would be a nice upgrade no matter what it... Oh, we take those. No, that guy's right. The crab, it doesn't hit both sides. It only hits on the left, man. It only hits on the left. It hits both? Ah! It hits both! Now swap bullets and crab? No, man. No, absolutely not. Swap crab and rounds? No, man. No. Move Ray and Jelly. Oh, but there needs to be a second noun. To what? To where? I can move it here. I can move it here. I can move it over there. I can move it anywhere. Jelly next to crab. You're fake news. Honestly, never thought I'd say it. First 5 times you slow, charge a burn. Now we're fucking talking. They don't know. They don't know what the problem is. You don't even square up to the screen anymore. It's gotten so common. It's sad, man. It's sad. One day your streamer will square up to the screen for the last time. By the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think you guys are wrong. I'm marching to the beat of my own drum. It doesn't buff the bullets, but the bullets go off way more frequently as a result of being next to the pearl and the depth charge. Oh shit. I didn't make it adjacent to the depth charge. Hold. Alright, that one's stuck. They're better than me. They're better than me on that one. Put bullets between bullets and crab? You don't even know what you're talking. What do you mean put bullets between bullets and crab? The hell are you talking about? How can I put the bullets between themselves? The crab is not useless. It's like the most valuable item. I just fucked up the position, bro. This is the way it should go. It should be that, and then what the fuck is ice luge, man? Freeze adjacent items for 1 second. Reduce the cooldown of adjacent items by 1 second for the fight. Ice luge? Battery was so good. You don't understand. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's meet in the middle. Why am I not adding poison to incendiary rounds? Because I think it's more important to have incendiary rounds adjacent to the depth charge so that it gets triggered 7 times. Instead of getting triggered once every 20 seconds, it's going to be triggered constantly to go pum, 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 pum. It still would be. How can it be adjacent to an item if there's an item between them? You don't get it. You don't understand. It gets popped by Pearl. You can pop it with another thing. It's not a mutually exclusive pop, man. You don't understand. And also, I have to finish this run in like 3 minutes, and you're pissing me off. So I'm just going to play the game. You don't know what you're talking about. The game is free. Go to Starbucks, ask for their Wi-Fi password, download it, make the servers even worse than they already are if you really want to piss me off. You're making me, like, I wish I never broke the strike by mogging you with my conversation. You don't need crab adjacent to depth charge? Why would I ever want 65 poison times 7 every time it casts? Why would I ever want to buff the poison item that multicasts? What are you talking about, man? Crab is silver. Beg for your life. Beg for your life in chat. I'm just saying, you're one-tapped. Chat is one-tapped. Next person who annoys me, I'll see you in the on-ban requests. They meant upgrade crab. Don't defend them. They're wrong. It's this dude who just put 17 question marks. Poop dealin'. /user, beg for your life. Poop dealin'. You put 40 question marks in your message. Account created 9 years ago, so you're a minimum 10-year-old. You should know better than that. Minecraft 15th anniversary celebration. Super Ultra Combo 2023 r/place cake. 30 messages total in chat. Oh, they're all from today, and they're all about the Bazaar. And it just hurts to do. It's like, you know how like in a movie where like like Anakin's about to kill the younglings, and they can't show it on the screen because then people would be like too sad. I'm reminding myself that the keyboard is like a car for the unemployed. That they are radicalized just by having the keyboard in front of them. And as a result, I should be more mad at the system than I am at the individual. I'm putting myself in that mindset, and I'm trying not to be offended. And it's working about 30%. It's about 30% working. So the 70% of me is, I need you to grow up, is what I'm trying to say. No, I'm not doing sub-only chat. Sub-only chat is worse. Because then it's just the strikers. They got their own... You're not my favorite either. You're not the best, okay? Plus, I respect the free-to-play chatters. I'm a free-to-play chatter myself. Mod-only chat? Just Magresta and Apollo. That'd be an interesting chat. I'd be down with that. Your build is good? Yeah, after I took control of the fucking ship and we stopped steering by committee, the build is good, man. It was good to start with. My problem was greed. It was good and I tried to make it better. Is there a reason the jellyfish isn't next to the crab? Is there a reason you're not begging for your life in the chat right now with discourse like that? Yes, there. See, you did a fucked up question, so I'm going to do a fucked up answer. Yes, there's a reason it's not next to it. He might not know the answer, he just asked the question. No, rhetorical question is the last bastion of the ignorant. Because when you think you're right, you ask a rhetorical question to be like, you'd have to be stupid to not understand that this rhetorical question is basically calling you a moron, right? But then also, if you end up being wrong, you get to be like demure and tank it and go, glad I asked the question. Wow, thank you for the opportunity to learn something. But I see through that because I've seen these techniques my entire life on the internet, man. Ain't nobody going around asking good-natured questions, man. It's literally never happened outside of Reddit, to be honest with you. It's the only place I've ever seen it.
Don't have scales? I can forge some.
This is insane. It overrode it. Wow! This shit is crazy, man. Even though it costs us a multicast, ice luge next to shielded Yeti crab so that it actually goes off more often would be nice for the freeze. That's what we want to see, right? No? Well, I mean, listen, ice luge is not doing shit right now. Okay, buddy, just put the scroll in the bag. Are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And every update that comes out, it works less. It doesn't matter where the freeze happens? Yes, it does, because the freezing doesn't just scale poison, it also freezes. Am I the only free thinker left on planet Earth? The principal benefit is that it's cold, man. Dive weights would have been sick with your ammo skill? Okay, buddy, and that Al Pacino should not have said my eyes see La La Land or whatever he said. What did he say? You know what I'm talking about? At the Oscars that one year? I'm hearing some crazy stuff about Will Smith at the Oscars. Listen, the point is you can't go back to the past, all right? Unless you're Harrison Ford and they cut you a $30 million check. Do people not play things to have fun anymore? Shake my head. I mean, I think it's pretty fun, man. Look at this guy. Orange Julian. Your weapons gain 284 damage for the fight. That's a staggering amount of damage. Whatever, you're cooked. Listen, of all that, you can analyze this down to base principles if you want. You really can't deny that as soon as I took the reins back from chat, we started winning again. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. When you gaslit me into rearranging things, everything went wrong. People got banned. Some chatters lost their lives. I took the reins. Sometimes you just need a steady hand at the rudder, man. We should apply more poison to you. Now, chat, where did I place this item before? Right there. We can fucking take him. We can fucking take him, man. What'd you break? Bullshit. No shot? Get ready. Alright, now everybody stop doing anything. Shit.
I might need to cut back on.
Would rather spend 5 years in Saddam's hidey hole or 5 years in the Bin Laden compound? The politics notwithstanding. Bin Laden had Dragon Ball Z, right? Or like a basketball court or something? He had, don't fuck with me, he had something going on. Like there were some amenities. Saddam was just in the hole. But Bin Laden had like, there were some perks, you know? They had like a multi-purpose room or something. This isn't even a question. He had anime. There's probably some people here that would rather live in the Bin Laden compound than live in like their own current living situation, man.
This more fun.
What's a multi-purpose room? I don't know, you look at like apartment buildings in Vancouver, they're like, we've got a multi-purpose room. And you're like, buddy, when I'm on the fucking job, every room's a multi-purpose room. You could be eating, you could be doing some work in there. That's two of the big ones. Mogged, I'm afraid. Mogged, I'm afraid for the 10-piece. Oh shit. Oh shit, we fucking did it. Oh. Oh, okay. What the hell we got? What the fuck is that, man? Ban Fartmaster 18. Ricky, I respect you. I'm not gonna ban Fartmaster 18. We're building up like a, we're world building some chatters. West Elm Caleb, KBat 24, Fartmaster 18, Faint Bunny. Like we're assembling a team is what I'm trying to say. We're assembling a team. Oh, I guess I won't be going to my prize pass, actually. That would require the button that you click to take you. Oh, no, you just gotta try it 3 times. Shit, 3 times. He's hiding in his secret volcano lair. Where is Dr. Evil's secret volcano lair? I spit at the question. Where is Dr. Evil's secret volcano lair? You'll have to kill me, I'll never tell. Ah, he asked you 3 times. What the hell is this, man? The wizard's hut? Whatever, just send it. Put the gems in the bag, man. Alright, I'm out of here. So we'll call that slash marker. Let me see if Kate's gotta be live. She's not live. She's sleepy on Discord. Hello. Are you ready to stream? Smiley face. Chat, is my I was gonna say, is my mom live? Is my wife live? What games would your mom stream? Wordle, Purable Place, Disco Elysium. She's a real one? Yeah. I was trying to think like who would be the funniest person to just like stealth. I'm soft launching my mom is Kristi Noem, the Attorney General of the United States. Yeah, Miss Noem. Yeah. She'd be playing all sorts of stuff. Phoenix Wright, other legal such games. Yeah, my mom, Kristi Noem. That's Pam Bondi. Oh, Kristi Noem is the Homeland Security Secretary. That's right. Oh, you don't know that? Oh, okay. Well, who's Canada's fucking Homeland Security expert? You don't know that shit. I know yours. You don't know mine. I don't know mine either, but that's like the government isn't working right now or something. They took off in January. They're just getting going again. I don't even know who our fentanyl czar is. Fartmaster 18. There you go, man. There you go. Your what? Your fentanyl czar. We appointed a fentanyl czar so that we didn't get tariffs, and then they put the tariffs on us anyway. A lot of fent coming from the Marshall Islands as well, apparently. I guess he didn't really make us call him the czar or whatever, but anyway, Kate's live. I'm going to send you over there. Enjoy your for the rest of your evening. I'll be back tomorrow. I think Dan and I are sending some stuff tomorrow. Later.
Time traveling
Squirting with disaster. Got my finger up my bum and my wrist is moving faster. Got my denim on the floor and someone comes a knocking. Please don't open the door, I'm still stroking my cock and squirting with disaster, babe. Y'all don't know what I mean. Okay, that's all I got, but I think they went longer than expected.
That was crazy.
Dang.
Yeah. You didn't have that written down?
No, it came to me in a dream.